I don't know if Dennis, you want to share more about that because I thought that essay is excellent.
That essay was called The D Combinator, and it was by Dr. Curtis Chang out of Duke University, who's now out on the West Coast with Redeeming Babel. And so the idea there is that there is, it's almost like a dating service. The church, the local church acts like a local dating service. And what we're thinking about is, in a dating service, in America, we have one called eHarmony. It was actually written, the program was written by a Christian. You get online and you put in all the stuff that's you describe your life, who you are, what you think and what you're excited about. And then the database goes, well, given that Joe's a basketball nut and that he really does this and he does that, this girl, Kelly, she'd be a great match for Joe. And so that's the right kind of person to come together. So in this idea of discipleship, the D Combinator idea, the essay that Joe was talking about, is that the church should function like a dating service, except as disciples, pairing disciples up, So for example, Dennis, he's really weak and deficient. He's kind of all messed up theologically, and he just doesn't get it. So Oz goes, Dennis, I want you to pair up with Joe. Joe, I want you to pair up with Dennis because Joe's really strong. Joe's really powerful, and he would be a lot of help, and that'd be a good fit. So we need to put Joe with Dennis and Dennis with Joe. On the other hand, you may say, Oz and Joe are out in this really tough part of a country where a lot of people don't know Christ and people are very cynical and they're very uninterested. But Oz is a strong Christian. Joe's a strong Christian. We need to pair those guys up as peers, as wingmen, kind of co-equals who are running together in this process. And so this idea of a dating service is an interesting function for churches, rarely ever pursued. Most of the time what we do is we say, I want you to become a member of my church. I want you to attend the programs that we have. I want you to come to a small group. I want you to be a part of our Bible studies. And that's all you have to do. There's never any pairing of two together to go through life together. Some as a student for maybe a year. Maybe I'm a student of Joe's for a year or two. And then Joe kicks me out and says, your job now is to go align with, there's this other guy over there. Go over and meet with Bill, right? We want you to connect with Bill. Bill, we want you to meet Joe, Bill, and connect them together. And so we begin to make more disciples. We're beginning to split off and go. I think the church has abrogated that duty. I think we've largely walked away from that and said, our job is to have really good talks, really good music, really good fellowship, and we hope it works for everybody else.